Pacific Cycle owns some of the best brands in the bicycle industry. We basically design the bicycles, go to the Far East with our manufacturers to come up with an economical product for large retailers such as Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, as well as the big box guys like Sports Authority, Dick's, and then your small mom and pop. The biggest cost we have in the company is inventory, so keeping track of where that inventory is and at any given point in time trying to reduce that inventory cost throughout the supply chain, but still be able to service our retailers and our end customers. Walmart was definitely the biggest driver that we had for RFID. They are a very efficient supply chain company, so we knew we had to supply Walmart with what their needs were for RFID, but then we wanted to take it beyond just one expense to Pacific Cycle. 100% accuracy is what we're trying to get at with RFID. Pacific Cycle's RFID system is tied in with SAP's Auto ID infrastructure. An order comes in from the customer. It's designated as going to one of their RFID locations. It automatically goes on the transfer order to the warehouse. SAP prints RFID tags that go on the bicycles. SAP has actually made it very easy for the shop floor. All they have to do is basically go out there with WebSAP console, which is running mini SAP on the device itself. Pick the delivery, pick which door it's going out of, and the back end really takes care of everything else. So that on the shop floor that they don't have to understand what's all going on in the background, but it works pretty seamlessly. You now have a product that's identified with a computer chip, and when it goes through that portal, it automatically confirms the transfer order. We have basically item level tracking from the time it actually leaves our floor until it gets out to retail and hits the floor of the retailers. When we went live with the Auto ID infrastructure, we were reading both our data as well as the Walmart data that's coming in. Things like what's going on in the back room of Walmart, what's going on between the back room and the front room, what's at the warehouse. Those are all additional data points that our retailers are providing us that we didn't have access to before. We're actually seeing benefits of not having to do a manual transfer order or confirming that transfer order out in the warehouse, doing an automatic post-goods issue, and all that's being done automatically now. Things we're looking at doing long-term for RFID are reducing our deductions that we get from our retailers, positive proof of delivery that we have out there, lowering our inventory and trying to increase our point of sales. The key to our success has basically been who we've brought into the portfolio. RFID is definitely at its infancy, and we wanted somebody that was going to not just get us up and running now, but be able to develop with us and work with us going out into the future. SAP being a key player, as well as Peak Technologies. The biggest thing right now is to make sure that you have partners that are out there that are going to be here not just today, but are in the long term. SAP helps us to become more adaptive by giving you exception management so that instead of doing the mundane things, you can work on the exception. The other thing that SAP provides us is basically one platform to work with. We have in-house skill sets that know SAP and lower our overall costs. In 1 to 2 years out, this stuff is going to be mainstream. It's going to automate a lot of processes, both on our side as well as the retailer side, and be able to give us information that we only dreamt of months and years ago. It's a real live living product and it's helping us today.